Hi, Andy and Joe here with Service Ideas. Today we're going over our 2020 new product training since we really didn't get to introduce these items in 2020 due to COVID. The first item I'm going to start with is our Sanitation Stand and Dispenser. What's nice about this is it is 800 milliliters. You get about a milliliter per dispensing, so right around 800 dispenses per bottle filled. The top part of the dispenser only can be mounted as well to a wall. And we do have videos. I'm not going to take this apart and go through everything, but we do have more in-depth videos that show us how to assemble it all, the internal parts, and we also have parts, and that makes us a little bit different than everyone else out there. So if something goes bad, we have something to back it up. Next on the table here in front of us as far as our sanitation COVID items are the tabletop dispensers. These are 288 milliliters. They have a little base that you take off, pop the bottom, and you have 4 AAA batteries that will fit inside there. There is an on-off button, so you can turn it off, but these would be great for waitress stands, dinner tables at restaurants. I have one at home and I put soap in it. It even works with those, but it is designed for sanitation solution. Black and silver, and they're in stock, and they come in a nice retail package as well.
You know what, one thing I learned this week too is we can crest on these so restaurants can put their names on them and leave them on the table. Something different.
There you go. I didn't know that.
Just thought I'd bring it in.
Learning stuff new every day in COVID land. In addition, we have our new table tents that you guys have seen over the years, but we have 4 new signs. One says cleaned, one says sanitized, one says please use clean cup, and another says no seating. However, we can do whatever you guys want. Our minimum for doing these are only 36 pieces. They're built in St. Paul, about a 2 to 3 week lead time. So very nice, trendy with everything going on, and clean and neat, I guess would be the right words. Then moving on to our hands-free spigots. This has really been successful for us. The first one I'm going to show you here is our cold beverage dispenser, the CBD hands-free spigot. This, as you can see, has a shank that goes into the container itself. Pretty much all the cold beverage dispensers we manufacture, and a lot of our competitors too, because the diameter on the shank here is pretty universal out there. If you have a question, get in touch with customer service, request a sample to see if it will work on one of our competitors. The next one is our iced tea urn. This will fit on all of our 3.5 gallon, 5 gallon, narrow, round tea urns. And in addition, it will fit on a lot of our competitors as well, because it doesn't go into the body, it just connects onto the shank. And most of the shanks just have a nut here that detaches and reattaches for your bun, Fetco, Curtis, Nuco, all the tea urns out there. Finally, we have our GIU hands-free spigot, and you can see the difference between them. This is much wider. This is called the bonnet, the hands-free part. And it's much wider because it has to fold around the guard that's on most of the thermal dispensers out there, whether it's Bun, Fetco, Curtis, Nuco, or ours. Ours, it will fit right onto the shank here. Some of them out there, if it doesn't have the same type of the attachment that goes onto the shank, a workaround, and we have videos on this, I'm not gonna do it right now, is you just take the top off, take their top off, put ours on, and it works fine. So those are the plastic hands-free dispenser spigots. Behind me, as you can see, we have a nice stainless steel version for our cold beverage dispenser, and a new one where you just buy the bonnet, which is the top part, to go on our vacuum insulated urn. So now we have that covered. In addition, one of the new items that we introduced back in February or March of 2020 is our double wall beverage dispenser. This was going to be a huge hit if the world was normal, because all of your beverage dispensers out there in the summertime, they sweat, they condensate. Even our CBD-RT does that. So we innovated, came out with a new item where this one right here is 3.5 gallons and it will not sweat. We tested it out in the parking lot last summer in 90-degree weather, filled it up with ice cubes, and it held, actually, there was insulation purposes as well. It held the ice cubes longer. So in addition to not sweating, there was insulation properties there. So we talked about the urns, the metallic elements collection. Joe's going to talk a little bit about that, but our beverage dispensers are now available in the rose gold, the vintage gold, and the dark tungsten, and that's in the beverage dispensers as well. And that is about all I have to talk about today. Joe's gonna lead into this side of the table now.
Okay, moving into some of the server options for new for 2020. Our twist and serve line, something new with these, push button lid, NSF, dishwasher safe. Neat thing about these two is they stack on top of each other. 981 series, we introduced these with the new push button lid. Within the 981, it's available in a 0.6, a 1 liter, and a 1.5 with the push button lid. And then the 982 series, which isn't shown here, but we also have that in a 1 and a 2 liter. So we get 5 different versions of this, which normally had the flip top, all available in the push top.
Yeah, and once your flip top breaks, which everyone's eventually will break out there, even our flip tops after 3 or 4 years, the selling feature of the push button is you can now fix the top, where the flip top, if you break it, it's done its job. If you lose a push button, you can replace it. So that's the huge selling
replacement
feature.
lid. Exactly.
And the safety of it tipping over. If this tips over, it's not going to spill everywhere where a flip top does.
Altus, available in vintage gold, rose gold, and dark tungsten. These sizes are available, as well as our X7025 water pitchers, all available in the different metallic elements.
And this is now NSF safe as well. One of the things that we did is we improved the weld, so it's not an elbow weld anymore. And I'm not sure if you can see that on the film. It's right into the body, for lack of a better term. And the top part, the ice guard, we have a little curve on it, so we were able to get NSF on those.
A couple other items, moving into some of the trays. We got the 11x7 cocktail tray, bar tray, appetizer tray, removable insert. This is a new tray for us, as well as our normal good best-selling 14-inch bar trays, available in the natural elements, and as well as the dark tungsten, the vintage gold, and then the rose gold. So these are all available in stock right now.
And actually, the trays have been doing pretty well even during COVID. It really hasn't slowed down because people are still serving drinks these days. Actually, probably more drinks than normal.
Then our party tubs, available in the 7-gallon and the 2-gallon. So these are available, double wall, no sweat. AirPods, CTAL.
That's our #1 seller.
Best seller, 3 liter. All 3 of the metallic elements available. It's a great looking product, different. It's not the normal stainless and black that you see all the time.
And the one huge selling feature is if you ever break the hinge on any AirPod out there, you have to throw the whole thing away. With this one, all you would need to do is take the screw out here, push that in here, and your whole collar pops right off. So then you're not throwing away your vacuum bottle. There you go.
Couple new soft touch AirPods just to brighten up the, I call it the AirPod world and the stainless and black world. So we introduced our soft touch. This is our ENAL series, available in lever lid. These are stainless steel vacuum, 4 to 6 hours of thermal. Different look, soft side.
And then finally, our 2 new teapots, 0.7 liter and a 1.2 liter. We had plastic covered, we had glass covered for teapots, and we've always been asked for a nice looking stainless steel version. So what's nice about this, it is single wall. We didn't want to get into the higher price point of a double wall. We kept it single wall, but one of the feature sets that we did is we made the handle here big enough so then your knuckles would not touch the body of the single wall. And that's pretty much where all the other teapots are that are out there are single wall, but they're hot to the touch, so we wanted to make sure and try to prevent you from burning your knuckles. That's everything that we have for 2020. If you ever have any questions, reach out to the customer service team or your sales director, and we can get you samples. We can get your questions answered. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.